Subscribe and download over 1 million code snippet including this tutorial from codegive.com, link in the description below. Softmax is a mathematical function that converts a vector of numbers into a probability distribution. It is commonly used in machine learning for multi-class classification problems. In this tutorial, we will walk through the implementation of the Softmax function in Python, step by step. The Softmax function is defined as follows for a vector z of length k. Softmax z I equals sigma j equals 1 k e z j e z I. This function takes an input vector z and outputs a vector of probabilities that sum to 1. Each element of the output vector is calculated by taking the exponential of the corresponding element in the input vector and dividing it by the sum of the exponentials of all elements in the input vector. We'll use the NumPy library for numerical operations. In this implementation, we subtract the maximum value from each element in the input vector to improve numerical stability. The np.sum function is used to calculate the sum of exponentials along the specified axis equals 0 in this case. Let's test our implementation with a sample vector. The output probabilities should sum to 1, and each element in the output vector represents the probability of the corresponding class. You can interpret these probabilities as the likelihood of the input belonging to each class in a classification problem. Implementing the Softmax function in Python is straightforward, and it plays a crucial role in many machine learning models, especially for multi-class classification tasks. Understanding the mathematical definition and the code implementation is essential for building a solid foundation in machine learning. ChatGPT. Sure, I'd be happy to provide you with an informative tutorial on implementing Softmax in Python with a code example. Softmax is often used in machine learning for multi-class classification problems to convert a vector of real numbers into a probability distribution. Here's a step-by-step guide with a code example using Python. The Softmax function takes as input a vector of real numbers and transforms them into a probability distribution. It is commonly used in the output layer of a neural network for multi-class classification problems. The Softmax function is defined as follows. Softmax, x I equals sigma j equals 1 n e x j e x I, where x is the input vector, n is the number of elements in the vector, and I ranges from 1 to n. Let's implement the Softmax function in Python. Import the necessary library. Define the Softmax function. Example usage. Print the results. This prints the input vector, the Softmax output probabilities, and verifies that the sum of the probabilities is equal to 1. In this tutorial, we implemented the Softmax function in Python using NumPy. The Softmax function is a crucial component in many machine learning models, especially for multi-class classification problems. Understanding and implementing Softmax is essential for building and training neural networks. ChatGPT.